Good afternoon, everyone. This is Terry from Allen Art and Design. Got my iced tea. It's warm here in New England today. Right now it's a little bit overcast. I just wanted to come on and do a haul. I wanted to show you. I went ahead and I ordered all of these corner protectors. The thing I love about this set is every one of them is in a separate bag, so I don't have to search through them. And these are all already done for you. I love them. So there's enough variety and sizes there. The last pack that I bought had some really big ones, and I'm probably not even ever going to use them. These are the sizes that I need. They're smaller. There's a few that are a little bit bigger, which is fine. Those are for journals. I even used some on recently on a needle book that I sent out for a subscriber giveaway prize, and it looked really nice on there. So I may do that on some other ones. It went with it because it was a rustic one. I don't know if these would go on something that was a little bit more traditional, but I got these on Amazon. They were like $8.99 for the pack, and there's a lot. That'll last me for a long, long time. So the other thing I bought is this. It's called Inkjet Cotton Canvas. I want to try to print. So this is cotton fabric, which is great. And I believe that you could tea dye this or coffee dye this if you want to. This is canvas. Oh, the other side, look, one side is like white and the other side is like a tan, so I wouldn't even need to dye that. What I want to do is print out words for my needle books, like that say sewing or anything about sewing. I'm going to print out a whole bunch of different words that I could use on my needle books, and then I could cut them out and then stitch them on. Great. And I ordered a couple of things on Amazon that I need. I love the size of this envelope. I'm going to use that. I think that'll be great. Might have to, cut it a little bit so that it's more even. I think I'd like to make an actual junk journal, like out of junk. I think that would be fun. I watched Janet Nash, and she makes some really cute journals out of just whatever she can find. Whatever is on her desk, whatever people send her, whatever she gets in the mail. I love that. So I've never made one like that. So I'm going to keep this one to make one of those. So what I got was, this is just a refill for my my glue pen that I use to make English paper piecing. The one that I bought, it just came with the one that was in the glue stick, and you actually go through quite a bit of glue when you're doing that. So I figured I might as well have some backup glue refills. So I grabbed those on Amazon. I don't have like the prices right in front of me, but they were not very expensive. Maybe, again, $8.99. For some reason, $8.99 seems to be the price that I end up paying for things. And I went ahead and I got these big hot glue gun sticks. There's, let's see, there's 20 in there, and these were like $10. That's a lot of glue. I'm just trying to see what it says. Extended working time. It's impact tough, weather resistant, bonds. It says wood, metal, glass, plastic, florals, fabric, leather, foam, and more. This is perfect. I'm going to be doing a project where I need a lot of glue, so I figured I might as well stock up. And here is also another nice big envelope. I like to keep these. I don't throw them away. I don't keep all of them. I keep the nice size ones, though. I'm going to be making a traveler's journal for my son. And I'm not sure what size I'm going to make it, but it's going to be a tall one. And I think this might be nice. I was thinking I would learn how to make faux leather that I could use to cover it, and I think that would be awesome. So I think that's everything I got on Amazon. The next thing, I went to Walmart yesterday. I'm just looking around to make sure I don't miss anything. Now, I had said before that Walmart sold a big jar of buttons, and they wanted $16.99 for it. The problem with it was it was all a bunch of colorful buttons, and I don't need that. I have a ton of buttons. What I was looking for was wooden buttons, a variety of wooden buttons. Well, guess what I found yesterday? A 1-pound bag of wooden buttons, and it's a variety. It's not just wooden buttons. The fact that it's not just wooden buttons is even better for me, because I did buy a thing of just wooden buttons, and they're all the same size. So I really like a variety, and these were $9.99. I thought that was great, but look at how many I have, and the variety is awesome. There's black ones, there's gray ones, there's tan ones, these are like the wooden ones that I bought. I bought a whole bunch of these. I might actually separate these out and add them to the collection that I already have of those. Because this is overflowing. I think I need to buy a container, unless I already have one. I'll check first before I buy anything else. I could separate these out so they'll be easier for me to find, because rummaging through this, it's gonna like fall all over the place. It's gonna be really hard to do. I just put it in here for right now just to hold it, but what a fantastic collection for $10. That's a lot of buttons. I don't think I need any more buttons for the rest of my life. I'm gonna take another sip of my iced tea. I got a bunch of watering done in the garden today. My husband, he trimmed up all the bushes and the trees, and he was able to dump it all. We live in a 55+ community outside of Plymouth, America's hometown, and we have a dump site that we can bring stuff from our yard waste, and we can dump it right here where we live, which is awesome. Here we go. These are fantastic. They come 3 in a pack. They're like $4.99. These are amazing. They work on really fine needles. Even though they look like they're big, they're super fine, and they conform to the small needle. And I love them. And I'm only going to use them on the fine needles now, because I've broken at least 3 of these trying to use it on thicker thread, and it snapped, and they're no good once they snap. I'm just going to reserve these for fine needles. I love them. Highly recommend those. And then look what else I found. I found these little packs at Walmart in the sewing section, and what it says is dress it up, and they're little charms. They're sewing charms. Here, let me show you these on the plate. It might be easier for you to see. They're cute little sewing charms. There's a pretty button. There's a little sewing machine. They're buttons, but they're charm buttons. There's a little pair of scissors, another button. Oh my God, they're so cute. Another tiny little pair of scissors. Another button. Let's see what else. A couple of thimbles. I thought these would be perfect for needle books. So I ended up buying 2 packages of those. I'm going to start with that. And once I use them up, I know that I can buy more of them. I don't need to buy 5 of them. But these are needles for my sewing machine for jeans. I'm going to be making myself a garden apron out of an old pair of jeans that my daughter gave me. I was going to drop them off at Savers for her, and I said, you know what? These would be perfect for what I need. So, don't like to use regular machine needles for thick material like denim. So I got those. Those were like $4.99. And the next 3 books I'm going to be working on are 2 baby books. I have 2 granddaughters. This one is for my oldest granddaughter. Usually I do their first year, but since I didn't get to hers, I'm going to do like her first 2 years. And I'm going to give it to her, to my daughter for her 2nd birthday, which is in December, so I have time to do it. But look at how beautiful these are. My daughter will appreciate that because she's a pastry chef and a cake decorator. And these are all little cute cupcakes. And I just love that material. Got this at Walmart. I was looking for baby material at Walmart and they didn't have anything good at all. So then I went over to Michael's. These are wooden leaves. They're adorable. I want these for my fall journal that I did last year because I didn't have colorful ones like this. I had these little tan ones, but I thought these would be cute to add to my cover to my fall journal, and I'll be breaking that journal out soon. I did go ahead and I got 3 different sizes. These are cotton darning needles. I just love these darning needles. They kind of remind me of the, oh, what are those needles? The milliner's needle. Oh, I love these. They're long, they're thin, they have a point, and they have a larger needle because I have trouble threading needles. But these are beautiful. They work great, and there's 3 different sizes. So these I would use for finer work, and then these for medium work, and then these for a little bit larger. So I grabbed those, and those were at Michael's, and they were, I think they were $6.99. So those will go with my sewing stuff. Look what I found. I'll put this off for a second. Look what I found. I found this beautiful material for needle books. It's all sewing themed. Buttons, scissors, safety pins, little measuring tapes, pin cushions. I just love this. A variety of buttons. This is perfect. I got 1.5 yards of it, which is quite a bit of material. But if I like this, you know when I go back to get more, it's not going to be there. So I grabbed extra. I love that. That'll be fun to use. Then I got this for my little, my newest granddaughter. She's only 2 months old. But I have time to work on her book. What I'm going to do is I'll work on these 2 covers, probably at the same time. I'll finish my my oldest granddaughter's book first. And then I have plenty of time to go back and work on my newest granddaughter. And look at its little fairies with foxes and raccoons and mushrooms, deer. The thing is the 2 baby books that I made for my 2 grandsons, they each have deer, foxes, mushrooms. So I got hers, so they all kind of go together, which I thought was great. And I just think that's precious. It's got pink owls, and oh, it's very fanciful. I love it. I was happy to find that. So now I have my material to start working on those books. And then look at this material. This is absolutely gorgeous. Let me see what the other side looks like. Beautiful. Look at that. I only got a half a yard. But I'm going to be making a boho journal. And look what I found. I found this at Savers. These are placemats, but I don't care about that. Look, gorgeous. But you could cut these up and use the trim on it. You can cut out the peacocks. And look at the material. I just think, and I have a bag from Dollar Tree that has peacocks on it. I'm going to use all of that to make a beautiful boho journal. I'm going to be doing a wedding album for my daughter, and it's celestial. And wouldn't this be beautiful edging on pages and journal cards? I can cut out some of these beautiful images, the stars, and those are gorgeous. So I will definitely use some of them. I don't know how I would use all of these, but I just think that that's going to be great. And how often do you find peacock material? I'll be able to use it for the cover. I'll just have to make sure that I use this part for the front. But isn't that beautiful? I'm so happy to find that. Now, just so you know, I did not buy all these things in one day or 1 week. I've been buying these things for weeks. Look at this. This is, let me see if I can, these are all inks. And they're double-sided. They haven't even been opened. They're all brand new. This whole set of inks. Look at the variety of colors. Completely different set of colors. Look at this. They're all brand new. It's called Whispers. Permanent waterproof raised dye inks. Ink pad. Wow. You can use it on glossy or porous paper. This is fantastic fun to drop off some things for my son and his wife. Every time I go over to visit them, they seem to give me things to drop off at Savers because they know I go there every couple of weeks. Look at that cute, this is just a cute little picture frame. But what a cute little birdhouse. When my grandson comes over again, I'm going to have my husband put like a little, there's a hole there. It's missing the perch, but my husband can just put a little, I don't even care if he uses a stick from outside. Glue it in there. And my grandson's got a little birdhouse. How cute is that? Now, I don't know, this is why I bought it. I don't even know what it is, but it looks like some cool container. It was $3.99. I just like the container. I just think it looks like old leather. Look at it. Beautiful. Yeah, it's just a storage container, but I'm always looking for ways to store things in my craft room. And look at it. This is beautiful. Really nice. Don't know what I'm going to use it for, but I will find something. I really like to do a haul every once in a while just to clear the decks in my craft room so I can work on some projects. I got this for my little granddaughter. It's so sweet. It's a little pocketbook. She's almost 2. And look at how much fun this is. I used to work as a special ed para in the public schools. And we were in a separate program, and we had a lot of these pillows that the kids could just sit there and play with when they were stressed out and they needed to calm down. But this is just a fun thing to do. My granddaughter will love that. Look at it, it's a little cute little bear. It's a little pocketbook. She can carry it around. She can put her little toys in there, and look what I found. I gave her a whole collection of Peppa Pig. She has a box, and I gave her little, little things to go with it, like a sink and a stove and a little refrigerator and tables and chairs and little mini car and a little house that she can play with. So I found this at Savers, and these are so cute. They sit down, and she knows how to move the legs and everything. She's going to love that, so I'm going to put it inside. I'll wipe this whole thing down with an antibacterial wipe before I give it to her. But she is going to love that. I got my grandsons for my house. I got them some cars because they only have about 4 or 5 little cars here. They have big ones, big trucks and things. One of my grandsons is obsessed with construction. He's 4. And the other one loves fire trucks and police cars. And that's exactly what's in here. This is some funky race car. I bought them a Matchbox or Hot Wheels, not sure which one of those race tracks. And they can race their cars down that. And there's like an old classic car. Let's see what else. Oh, there's a dune buggy. These are cool. These are metal. Wow, these are made so much better. I was looking to buy some of these. This one's metal too. I was looking to buy some of these, and they're the ones they make now are just made out of plastic like this. Although that's metal. They're cheap as heck. And look, a cool little race car. So I got all of those for $6.49, and these are gonna stay here at my house. So the next time they come over, they'll have more cars to play with, because they were asking me, Nana, where are all the cars? And I'm like, uh-oh, I don't have any more. So I told my son if I saw a bag of those at Savers, I would grab them, and I did. Then I got this for myself. Sorry for the glare. $3.99. This is for the fall. I love tart warmers because I have a cat. I don't like to light candles anymore because one of my cats, his tail went up in flames. It says warm apple pie, caramel apple spice, and apple pumpkin. Perfect for the fall. And then this one is just some little container with tart warmers. This says fruity mimosa. Let's see how that smells. Ooh, beautiful. It's like an orangey scent. I love those. I got this because $3.99. I'm going to be doing 7 recipe books. They're all, my mother's recipes, and there'll be photos of my mother, and I'm going to be giving them all out to my family members because they all want her recipes. And I figured this is a perfect material to cover a recipe book journal for them. I have all different types of materials. I've got all the stuff ready to make this. I'm going to be making 7 books all at once. It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a marathon. So, I'm not sure when I'll start that. That might be a winter project. Look at this one. This is one of these containers. I love these. This was $4.99. I only bought it for the container. These containers, I use them for beading. They don't, the pieces don't come out. It's a rock collection. You know who collects rocks is Possum Patty on Just Journaling with Possum Patty. That's her channel. Oh, these are really cool. You know who might like this is my grandson. He might like this, but I think I might want this container to put all those buttons that I just bought in, and I can find another container for him, and he could have a little rock collection. I think that he would really love this. There's some funky little rocks. This one's shaped like a pyramid. Rocks. Look at these. I wish there was something in here that told me about them. This I got, sometimes they have magazines. I don't know about anybody else, but have you looked at the prices of magazines at the grocery store? A regular magazine now costs $16.99. I would never pay $16.99. Even this was $7.99. My mother used to collect, when she passed away, I probably got rid of 400 magazines in her house. This was before I was doing journaling. Believe me, I wish that if I had known, I would have kept a lot of them, but she used to pay like $2.99, $3.99 for it. And look at, I'm going to be doing a sewing journal, and this has all these cute little threads, spools of threads. I love that. The reason I love this, look at, you can cut these out and make journal cards. These beautiful images. That's why I got it. Look at this one. That would be beautiful. You could use that on the cover of a bird journal with fish. Look at shoes like Dorothy, the Wizard of Oz. Beautiful textiles. I love the images. That's why I grabbed this. I mean, I will be cutting this up and using a lot of the images. Look at these for my bird journal. Oh, there's dragonflies, moths. Oh, I love this. Look at this. Beautiful images. Gorgeous, beautiful. Love them. Look at that one. Beautiful. So, this whole, I haven't even sat and looked through this magazine yet, ads, but oh, look at those beautiful butterflies. All right, I'm going to put that over there. I'll look through that tonight because I have never even looked through it yet. Let's see what else I have. I found this. $4.99. It's material. I always grab material when I see material. I mean, for $4.99, you can't beat that. And these would be just, you know, little scrappy material that I would use for like doing a collage or a needle book. Look at that. Look at, beautiful. Love that. And then this is a nautical one. Don't know or think I would use this one. I might just, what I do is if I find something in these bags that I don't want, I just donate them back to Savers. If I'm not going to use it, why keep it? Look at this one's kind of cool. Look at this, is like a graphic design one. The End, a polyfilm production. Oh, look, this is so cool. Look at this. Beautiful. Very nice. It's all about movies. Very cool. All right, so that's a good one. Love that. And I love all of these. These are just little fat quarters. I got these. $3.99. It's a whole set. It looks like 1, 2, 3, 8. I think these would make perfect little pin cushions. I'm going to be doing a few more videos on these, you know, repurposing china. Yeah, that's perfect. And that would make a cute little pin cushion. Let's see. I got these. I had mentioned in another video that I'm going to be doing a Mother's Day brunch at the clubhouse where I live this spring, and I'm collecting china. But this was a set of 2. Thought those were pretty. That will go with my china collection. Let's see what else we have. Oh, I bought this cute little bag for myself. It's $3.99. And it's one of those cross-body bags, and I don't have one of those. I love backpacks. Whenever we go for a day trip or on vacation, I always bring little backpacks with me because I don't want to carry a pocketbook around. But that's perfect for a day trip. You put your wallet, your sunglasses, your ID, bottled water, and you are ready to go. That was $3.99. So I went over to the jewelry section, and I love buying secondhand jewelry so I can repurpose it to make, I like to make purse charms. I like to make car charms for your rear view mirror, and earrings. Look at the color. I just love the color, and there's enough here to make 1, 2, 3 pairs of earrings and maybe a necklace. Look at that. Beautiful. Let's see. These were a little, this was only $4.99. These ones are a little bit more pricey. I don't usually spend this much. I usually get these things at yard sales and stuff, but I just love the colors of them. Look at, these are glass beads. Beautiful. And there's enough there to make a few pairs of earrings. Oh yeah. You can make a bracelet out of it. Whatever you want. I like to take these apart and reuse all the components. Look at this one. This, I would take this apart because these are separate, and they're attached at the bottom and the top, and they have jump rings that you can attach charms to. I would separate these 2 pieces right here. That could go for my boho journal. Wouldn't that be cute? And then I could use the rest for making bracelets and earrings. Beautiful. So I was very happy to get those. Obviously, $7.99. It has a lot of pockets in it. Big pockets on the side. Has pockets inside. On both sides. Look at this. Would be a perfect project bag for stitching. I thought about maybe I should cover it or something because it is a little bright for me, but that's okay. I mean, it is already ready to go as a project bag. And if you open it, it's almost like a bowl. Look at that. It's amazing. I love it. So I will definitely be using that. And the only other thing that I got was this. It says Little Tootsie Paper Dolls. Berta Hader and Elmer Hader. Or Hatter, I don't know. Look at these little paper dolls. These are adorable. I just love those. So I wouldn't use them as paper dolls. I would cut them out and use them on journal cards. They're already on cardstock, but those would be great to cut out and use. How cute. I love them. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'd love to hear what you think of these things. Happy crafting.